Hello, and welcome to this Healthcare Safety Services video about unsafe people moving and handling techniques. Based on research and case law, these techniques are regarded as unsafe and condemned by professional bodies. Therefore, these techniques should not be undertaken and are totally unacceptable. Each of these techniques will now be described and demonstrated, and I'll explain why they're totally unsafe for use both by service users and carers. During the video, you'll hear the carers starting with 1, 2, 3. Now this command will increase the risk of injury, as one person may move on 3 and the other on the unspoken 4. Commands should always be clear and concise, and therefore ready, steady, go should be used. Go can be any action word, such as move, stand or slide. The first technique, the drag lift, is still most often seen where service users are being moved. The carers put their arms through the service users and under their shoulders from either directions. Blocking both feet and knees prevents the service user from standing properly. The service user then stands taking her weight through her shoulders. The drag lift always puts the carers in a compromising body position and therefore at risk of injury. Having all their weight going through their shoulders makes this manoeuvre uncomfortable and even painful for the service user. The shoulder joint can easily dislocate. The service user cannot go head forward to sit down, so all 3 people end up collapsing on the bed. A drag lift up the bed can cause shearing and friction that can lead to pressure sores. The carer with both feet on the floor will twist, and having a knee on the bed can cause excessive bending. Both carers are taking the service user's weight on their arms. Good posture cannot be achieved, so the service user's head goes backwards, pushing into the pillows and preventing a good upright position. In the orthodox lift, one carer stands on each side of the service user, putting one arm around the service user's back and one arm under the leg. As you can see, the carers are bent forward, the service user's weight is on their arms, and the service user's centre of gravity is well away from theirs. All unsafe positioning. They now attempt to lift. The service user's weight is all to one side. The head remains low. The feet come up and the service user jackknifes but doesn't move. On the second attempt, they are able to move the service user a short distance by dragging the sheet. Variation of the orthodox, also called cradle or fireman's lift, include a drag lift into a sitting position and then taking a leg each, or a drag lift into sitting position and allowing the service user to put their arms around each of the carers' necks. The carers could sustain serious neck injuries. Putting the drag and orthodox together, we get the top and tail, usually used to transfer a service user from chair to bed. One carer takes the service user through the arms from behind. The other carer takes the service user's legs on one side, both resulting in unsafe postures. The service user is then lifted over and out of the chair and carried to the bed. Because of the hold on the service user, all these people end up on the bed. Look at their postures, and you'll see how prone to injury the carers are. Next, we look at the bear hug, or the pivotal lift. Firstly, the service user's feet and knees are blocked from in front, preventing the service user from standing, even if they're normally capable of doing so. The carer's arms go around the service user's back. The service user puts their arms around the carer's neck, which can cause a serious neck injury, as the service user goes from chair to bed, swinging all their body weight from the carer's neck. Both parties are now displaying poor posture. The service user cannot lean forward to sit down. The carer cannot lean forward to release the service user, therefore they both fall onto the bed. To achieve the Carlton Hayes Flyer or Australian lift, the carers bend from the waist to allow the service user's arms to go down their backs. The carers then stand up. The service user cannot help, so the carers take the full body weight. The service user is leaning backwards, shoulders raised and arms extended. The service user is grabbing the carer's clothing and is now expected to walk backwards. On reaching the bed, postures are again wrong to allow correct positioning, so all three fall on the bed. The Australian or shoulder lift is also used to take the service user up the bed. And here we have the